Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Skyrim Remastered. In what can be only described as a poor time management, I spent almost all of last recording building up my lakeside house and playing with alchemy. This is the Master Necromancer. Well, one of them. Well, when the Master Necromancer died, the other one turned to dust. So that must have been a Necromancer thrall. Yeah, we tried a different system. I didn't need to take that battle axe. We tried a different system with the alchemy and it learned a lot of stuff, but I'm also now out of alchemy ingredients, which probably puts us in a nice position to not have to deal with any alchemy for a while. What was this character? Bandit Outlaw, it says. And let's see, is there a booby trap here, or am I just gonna trip on a bunch of let's see. Ebony war axe. Oh, look at how much that was worth. Let's go ahead and put some weapon here. Ancient Nord battle axe is not good. Ancient Nord bow is not worth it. Ebony battle axe is fine. Hunting bow is not worth it. Imperial bow, Imperial sword we'll get rid of. The iron arrows, we don't want them anymore because, well, I have dwarven arrows, but I also probably need to be kind of careful with that. Dwarven arrows, steel arrows, iron arrows, all that. Boots, clothes, fur armor, fur shoes, we'll get rid of those. Fur boots, fur armor. That should put us in a nice position to not have to. Let's see. This iron dagger is just a normal iron dagger. And there's skeleton things all over the place. There's a wooden door adept here. So can I lockpick a wooden door underwater? This will be interesting to see if I start running out of oxygen. That was interesting. This whole area is kind of this experiment, it feels like. Oh. It opened this. Alright. I was trying to figure out why a body was flung over here. So an experiment in a bridge, an experiment in flooded areas. So far this area is not too bad for a Daedric quest. Just a bunch of necromancers. We don't need any of those other items. A printer store. And there's nothing ever behind a locked door that's dangerous in Skyrim, as far as I recall. I would be very surprised for as many hours as we've put in here and still nothing in the... We'll take the snowberries. And the honeycomb. Ooh, actually. I guess I kinda do need to look in barrels every now and then for ingredients. But yeah, for the hours we've put in this game, I'd be very surprised if I opened the door and there was somebody on the other side, or even a jump scare. Oh, and I guess I could have walked up here from the very beginning. Wow, that was a... Did I go full circle for no reason? I went full circle for no reason. Wow. Okay. Everybody pretend you didn't see that. I'm sure there was some side quest that would have wanted us to go kill all those people, and a lot of times those will be the unimportant miscellaneous side quests, and if you've done it already, it just won't ever start.
You can't take another villager from the surface so soon. I told you to prepare everything.
So whatever conversation they were having is now done. I'll take this. Wow. So barrels do have a purpose, but you have to be very good at alchemy or use all your items from alchemy, it seems. Right in the hair. I want the dwarven arrows. Yes, I do. Soul gem fragments. The Book of Oblivion. That is definitely a book we want. Is there something in there? Soul gem fragment. I kind of wish I had some mod where it wouldn't leave them naked or in their underwear. The Book of the Daedra, I'll take that. The Firmament, I'll take that. They're actually specifically picking books here in this area. Lesser Soldier. So the Soul Gem fragments are what happens after you charge a weapon, but you don't actually get Soul Gem fragments when you use a Soul Gem. That's kind of strange, actually. Alright. I don't know what I'd want there. Maybe just leave them in some default clothes so it doesn't look so ridiculous. It is another instance of the game being very literal, being just not video game like. And I could certainly see it would hurt their engine, or they'd have to write some more code to that. Because if I give clothes, for instance, to my companion, he puts them on too. So this open-ended ability works. I'm not sure I want that world of ability in a single player game. Sneak attack did 3 damage, 3 times the damage. Even if I was playing an MMO, I think just letting us have more of a rigid path guiding us along the way is probably best. To have a more of a, I want to say cinematic, but story in general experience. I want to say cinematic experience or storyline experience. I don't want to be just thrown in an open sandbox in a game. If you're going to tell me the game is an open sandbox, if you're going to tell me this is Minecraft, that's fine. But once you define your game like that, then you can't have practically any story in it. And then Skyrim and the Elder Scrolls series, which has been very storyline based, doesn't work. In fact, I played Minecraft Story Mode recently, and I kind of didn't like the fact that it was trying to put a story on Minecraft, even a little bit, because then the stories I'd made up in my own head stopped making sense. 67 picks left. Invisibility potion recipe. Maybe I could read that. Honestly, I think I probably know how to make invisibility potion. I simply lack the resources, and have lacked the resources. This is nice how half of these doors aren't locked. Of course, if I wanted to play this game as the expert's lockpicker, there actually isn't enough locks in this game for that. You couldn't play all of Skyrim and only pick locks. That'd be an interesting mod, in fact, in itself. It would be also very boring, though, because the lockpicking mechanism isn't that good. This does not make a 200-hour game sitting here doing all this, and sometimes it feels like the point has moved. Finally, gotta be a little careful here. Slow down and patience. Ascended. Man. Any more of these guys? I missed several times there. And I can't blame anybody but myself for that one. Bone meal, dwarven arrow, black soul gem, jazz boy grapes. Is that what they were called? Jazz boy grapes? Let's look over here and see if we find anything under the water. Can I talk to him under the water? Apparently. The game thinks I can. It'd be interesting to hear what that sounded like. Up we go. Seems like we're not far from our goal. So I will have to decide whether I want to keep the item as it is, or whether I'd prefer to transform it into the other item. Let's see. The broken Azure Star. So I can either bring the star to Nelkar or bring it to Arena. Black Star. And so that will be a decision. I think probably, if I was to guess, I want to have it as it is. Something that could hold infinite numbers of stars, of souls, is of interest to me. Otherwise, I think you end up with something that can hold a soul forever, but it will break if you ever use it. I think. I don't know.
Huh?
So we'll have to make a decision, won't we? The black star. So, I have a Zerg star, but it's been corrupted by Valen's magic. I could take the star either to Arena or Nelkar to have it repaired. And let's see where Nelkar is. To Arena or Nelkar? Let's go talk to Nelkar and see what he's offering. I think we're gonna reject it. Apparently there's enemies nearby. Where's the enemies? Let's go over this way. Oops. Should have jumped. We haven't found a lot of these blessing stones. The Lady's Stone. Those under the stone, they regenerate health and stamina more quickly. You only have one blessing at a time. Alright, that's good to know, but I don't think I would want to take off the increased ability. And see, what are all these guys? There's, like, are they in the water? Are they the fish? Slaughterfish. That's really who we're fighting? Right now is Slaughterfish.
I love a challenge.
Slaughterfish scales. You gotta be kidding me. This is who I'm fighting? Come on. Let me move on. Game. This is ridiculous. Iron. Oh man, am I still in combat? Really? This is ridiculous. Alright, here you are. Slaughterfish. Why would you even create... There we go. Can I now mine this iron? Where'd it go? Come on, where'd you go? I swear I saw a vein of iron. Did the iron disappear? what's over here. We need a lot of iron, so exhausting this vein, as stupid as it may seem, is something I want to do. Now let's move forward. You can make or buy a variety of gifts for your children. That's good to know.
My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking.
So
I don't really know anyone.
we auto-save
I
here.
guess everyone just assumes I do because I'm a Dunmer.
And let's go talk to this guy and see what he offers.
Stendar's mercy. You found it. Azora's star. Maybe this is my chance to make things right. I can finish Malin's work, the way we had meant to before his madness. It would mean cutting the star off from Azora. Only black souls would be able to enter it once we finished. All right. But hurry. Who knows if Azora is watching us?
So only black
The
souls
mages don't
then.
let us go into college. They said it's not safe in there. Asher says his paw says the college makes lots of bad things happen. But the mages I've seen look nice.
So either black souls or white souls, and I think honestly you're gonna do a lot more with white souls in this game. Let's just assume that all the skeletons are black souls. Let's just assume that necromancers are black souls and vampires are black souls. You're still gonna have a lot of humans and animals.
Her foresight protects me, her insight sustains.
Why is this horse? The horse teleported over here to be dead. Interesting. Is this some kind of joke or something? I don't know.
Azura's star. I knew the Lady of Twilight had sent you for a reason. Hand it over to me. I will ask Azura to restore the star to its original purity.
I'll take it.
I will commune with Azura.
I don't know if this character's skin is just almost
Azura,
pure
Mother
black,
of roses,
or
goddess of dust
I guess
and
it is. Her hands look
Your
that way
chosen
too.
champion has returned
Either that
the
or she's
star.
wearing black gloves
She
and a
wishes
black
to
mask.
speak to you herself. Please, place your hands on the altar, and you will hear her voice.
Alright, let's talk to her.
Greetings, mortal. You have followed my guidance through the veils of twilight and rescued my star from Malin Varen. But his soul still resides within, protected by his enchantments. Until he is purged, my artifact is useless to you.
Is there any ways?
Eventually, the star will fade back into my realm in oblivion. But I doubt you have the 100 or so years it would take to wait.
Nope.
No, only one option remains. I will send you inside the star. You will banish Malin's soul there. Tell me when you are ready, mortal.
So I'm just gonna go fight him?
Have faith, mortal. I will be watching over you.
My disciples have sent me a fresh soul. Good. I was getting hungry. Why? There's something different.
I can't move. You can't escape, Filament. This experiment of yours is over. I guess you can't escape fate.
And who are you to challenge me? I have conquered mortality itself. I've spat in the eyes of the Daedric Lords. This is my realm now. I've sacrificed too much to let you take it from me.
That's a lot. I'll just take him out from over here. I think he's making copies of
The
himself.
star is free to purify itself. Don't worry, mortal. I will return you before you are cleansed.
Let's come over here and take some Daedra hearts while we're at it.
My star has been restored, and Malin's soul has been consigned to oblivion. You have done well, mortal. As was destined, you are free to use my star as you see fit. Farewell, mortal. Know that Azura will be guarding over the threads of your fate in the twilight.
So do I have her blessing now? Completed the Black Star. And that starts no mission.
While you were in the star, Azura gave me a vision. Her last, she said. I have never been without Azura's foresight since escaping Morrowind. I don't know what to do. If you need me, I'd be honored to accompany you, Guardian of the Star. It would give me a purpose.
Interesting. Thank you, Arena, I guess.
Twilight, watch over you, Guardian.
So she's not getting any more. So if I want her as a companion, I could take her, but I don't know any reason why I would take her as a companion, considering she can't teach me anything. Let's now look at the item we just got. I don't believe it's a weapon. It might be considered apparel. Let's see. Is it a miscellaneous item? I've got so much stuff to sell. Azura Star here. So Azura Star is not an equipped item. It's worth 1,000, and it will just fill with souls, and we can then use them to charge, so we no longer have to buy soul crystals, which is very helpful. Very, very helpful. So we've got a lot of business we need to take care of. So Whiterun's our first move. We've got stuff out the wazoo as far as items. And we need to buy a ton of iron. We'll come in to Breeze home and take a nap for the well-rested bonus, which we're going to try and have from now on. Let's see, till 9 in the morning. I wish time would just freeze or move very slowly. You've awakened feeling a mother's love. Interesting. A mother's love is, I suppose, hopefully better than the well-rested bonus?
They say if a vampire so much...
Got some good pieces out here. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith in White.
Alright, let's make sure we read all the books before we sell them. The Grimoire? Several new spells learned. Book of Oblivion and the Firmament.
Yorland Greymane's got that honor. Man steel is legendary.
Let's get going.
All I ask is a fair
Let's go.
chance. Have you met my father? Take a look.
Alright. Apparel. We can sell this, this. All 12 of these. And all those. And that one, that one. That one, that one, and that one. Linen wrap. Definitely. Nordic arrows. I guess I need to just keep all the arrows. I'll just sell this dwarven great sword. And see if there's anything I want. Iron ore, iron ingots. So I could have done this better. I could have done this a lot better. Actually, weapons now. Ebony war axe, that's not gonna work. Imperial bow, dagger, iron sword, iron war axe, steel dagger, steel sword.
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
I'm still here. What do you need to take?
And he doesn't have anything either.
Lead on then.
There's a nip in the air. Cold won't be good for my crops. Never is.
That's
You
an
get to the clouds.
interesting bit of dialogue we got there. That may be the first time we talked to anybody.
You know, since Kodlak's funeral, the Skyforge feels more awake. It's always been said that the souls of the heroes of old are what gives Skyforge steel its strength. But I think the Forge knows the greatness of Kodlak's soul. I can't really explain.
Interesting.
But it feels like it's young. I'll wager it could now forge metal the likes of which hasn't been seen since eras long forgotten. I'm eager to try.
Okay.
It's an honorable craft. I'll show you what I can.
I'll pay you to train me in smithing, sure. That's a nice move. More levels of smithing would be nice. Don't believe we're quite to the point where we can level up again. And I know I have more things to sell, but I may have left them at my house. Disenchant. Are any of the items I have available to disenchant? Nope. So we can go ahead and sell.
Come to Dragon. Take a look.
A lot of things here. Books. Just sell all that. Scrolls. Sell that. And apparel. Let's see. There we go. That is as much as he even has.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Come over here. And over there. Almost beat him to the place. I'm at half a level, and the thing I need under smithing particular is, where is it? Here. We need 2 more levels so I could do, no, I need 12 more levels to do arcane blacksmithing. And when I use the Skyforge, I guess I can make some Daedric armor here. That might help. But I don't think so. Because it would just be heavy armor.
Got a lot of steel to shape.
Tell me about yourself.
Gods be praised.
There we go. Scaled bracers and that. And ebony war axe. And do I have anything else to sell? Some leather strips. I could get about 50 gold from that.
It's an honorable craft. I'll show you what I can.
So that gets my smithing up to 50. And let's see.
We've stopped. What is it? It's all in the swing. Let me...
And it, I probably won't ever find a companion that would be able to teach me smithing. So that's... I would bet a decent one to... Let's see. Here we go. Place marker. Fast travel. Alright. I think... Ah! So she did buy some stuff for the area. It just was until I was like... She was just waiting until I didn't look. This bedroom still doesn't seem that decorated. This room seems more decorated slightly. And this room seems as decorated as it was before.
We drink to our youth today. Iron ingots. And I need to build this 3 iron fittings and 6 hinges. So I need to come over here and see at this level I can only make elven. So the Skyforge is giving me 1, 2, 3 and a hinge. Alchemy Labs doors, foundation, floor. We need sawn logs and nails. Let's make some nails and have her go buy some sawn logs. We're actually not in a terrible position as far as sawn logs. This vein is depleted. Where are you, Lydia? I think she has Dawnstar. Yes, she does.
Honor to you, my Thane.
Buy some material.
Of course.
Can't see it with the scrying, but this lumber.
I'll see to it at once. Is there anything else you need?
Nope, not right now. I need clay and clay. So we'll go get some clay. No, wait, that's not clay. The clay is over here. So I'm still very confused about this house as to when do I finish it? When does the game let me move my girl in it? Can I not move the kids into it? Or maybe I can only put kids that are somewhat from this area in it. Once I get a house at a different location, I think I'm going to quickly find it differently. I do know, though, that this is the different house. First floor, second floor, roof. Canopy needs nails. Alright, we probably can make nails. There we go. So alchemy laboratory done. That I believe puts us all the way done. Everything else is just interior designs of things. So this first room, and we try to just make everything.
We'll drive out the storm and restore what we own with our blood and our
And so just filling up this section. And then
down with Ulfric, the killer
barrels,
on the day
chair,
we will drink and we'll sing.
armor mannequin, shelves, miscellaneous, mounted goat head.
Sovngarde beckons, every one of us dies. But this land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge.
And I'm not sure I have anything left that could build more of these items. So, in efforts to improve my smithing, I think I just constantly need to have safe, like a constant addition. Blacksmith anvil would be a nice one to have in here. Stopping. There's nothing in the safe, of course. And then here is the first floor of this section. And what item do I want? Alchemy lab. We need a glass and a sawn log. Once we get the alchemy lab in here, that in particular probably gives us a good place to store all of our alchemy stuff in something like that. So there's still quite a lot to build. We've gotten the main stuff, but none of the other. And the basement doesn't seem to change based on what's above it. Just barrels and things. And I suppose if you didn't want these items in here, you could not have them in here. And this isn't the best layout anyways, because if I have to come down to the cellar and look at this like half a second load screen there, which there is a slight pause there. He's playing a drum. Interesting. Like, here's a satchel that we again could fill. Oh, didn't want to go to Skyrim. Is Lydia over here? Nope. And bedroom still has a lot of things to decorate. So why do I keep giving money to her and she's not buying furnishing? Or is she buying furnishings but not enough? Maybe she's just not buying enough. And then we can open this to Skyrim. And we have a nice view. Yeah. It's a little foggy, but nice looking construction here. I think I just want to hold on to all my items though, as far as construction goes. I have nothing I can really make right now, but also some weirdness just going on. But I kind of do want to just keep holding on to things. Let's see. I used all that leather, making a bunch of leather armor, and I don't know what I did with it after then. Let's find Lydia and talk to her, and then move on. We'll have to decide. Now, we did that Daedric story. We have the star. Where are you, Lydia? I can buy a bunch of chickens with my money. Can't make any leather. Lydia, where are you? Well, I guess we'll forget Lydia for a moment. Let's see. Have we been to Windhelm? No, we haven't. Have we been to Marthal? No, we haven't. I think we've got a couple of things to do. Here, like, if I go to Windhelm, we'll start all of that. So I'm gonna go to Windhelm, then fast travel away from Windhelm. Where Lydia went, I don't know.
Where do you want to go?
See, seems like there's several places more here than...
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Apparently that doesn't cost us any money.
Ever been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some accounts. They say the big old palace there was built by Yeti.
So Windhelm Stables discovered. That's as much as I wanted to get done. We've done enough there. Let's fast travel here. We're gonna continue down the Mage's Path. It's kind of weird, because in all actuality, we should just, at this point, I think, do the Horn of Windcaller and move forward with the main story, which I wish the Horn of Windcaller was more explained as the main story. So you'd have a main, you'd have side quests, and then you'd have miscellaneous quests. All of these other things are main side quests, big storyline things, but they're not the necessary thing that you have to do if you're going to beat the game. So I just need to work my way down this mountain. Now we ran into a lot of bears in this area, so I don't particularly want to run into that problem. I'm doing frost damage to these guys, and you'd think they'd be immune to frost damage. I need something that would also finish off and collect souls for me, because if my bow is going to do frost damage, it can't collect souls. if my bow is going to collect souls, then sightless pit. What in the world? Okay. We're doing the mage thing though, so that's... The arrow's pointing slightly to the side there. Not there. This way though. I'm hoping it's a shorter experience to become the Archmage of Winterhold. And I think it kind of is, as there's potentially less stuff happening there to get to that point. Climb down. Guys? Let's see. Just slowly work our way down. These are bad guys. Yep. Scrawled note. I don't know. I need to look and see if these guys' clothes are even worth taking. The issue is the necromancer robes. They're not really worth taking, but they have an enchantment on them, which makes me think they're worth taking, or at least looking at. So they sent us here, and there was necromancers. All these barrier arms. Elven armor, take that. Steel battle axe, leave that. Barrel tomatoes, barrel carrots, barrel sack of flour, and barrel carrots. It seems like even once you have a small amount of ingredients, which I would say this is probably a pretty small amount of ingredients, you stop getting actual ingredients in barrels and you go back to only having food show up in barrels. That feels like a mistake. It feels like it might actually just be a buggy programming issue. Like salt pile does show up still, I guess. Are we gonna run into any more resistance? Nope. If I can get away with it, I'm going to play the rest of this mission just using arrows, by the way. So I'm going to be the archer mage. Let's talk to him.
And here we all are. Shall we step inside?
What have you got for sale?
Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Totem sparks. Zora Star, I wouldn't sell that. Let's see, robes of alteration. Circlet. Created necromancer robes. Let's sell 8 of those. And robes of minor restoration. And we'll sell this ring. And that ring. And that'll be all the money he has. So unless he wants to give me something else that interests me, which I don't think he would. So let's go.
All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
And where are the other people? It's just those two? What happened to the rest of the group? There's 4 of us to begin with. Ah, there they are.
I'm not so sure we should be here.
Some of you may know, Sawthall was one of the earliest...
Who knows what we might find in here?
Was also the largest. Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Sawthall. This is an exciting opportunity for us. Well, are there any questions before we begin?
Can you train me in alteration?
I can certainly share a bit of what I know.
What's so important about this place?
We're particularly interested in the prevalence of magical seals placed on the tombs here. It's rather unlike anything we've encountered.
Interesting. So no more questions, I guess?
Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Brelina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out.
I'm not seeing signs of any warding magics at all. Either they're not here, or they were removed long ago.
Wow, she's complaining already.
I'm not seeing signs of any warding magics at all. Either they're not here, or they were removed long ago.
Please be careful
this
here.
is an archer.
The site isn't entirely secured.
This is kind of like an archaeological dig more than a dangerous fight so far. I'm just looking for enchanted items. Well, I'll find some enchanted items if somebody attacks me. Otherwise, I need some bodies to search.
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured.
Could jump down. But I imagine they want me to just walk like a normal person. So I'm expecting something horrible to go wrong here. That's how this thing usually works. Something goes wrong, and then I save the day. Take those leather strips. Well, it wants me to go that way. And over here, we have a bunch of stuff everywhere, and you can see that people are having
I wonder if everyone
trouble
else would be
walking.
so happy to rifle through the bones of their ancestors.
I don't think I can get through there. This
I wonder
feels
if
like a
everyone else would be
mess.
so happy to rifle through the bones of their ancestors.
This feels like a big mess of things. Just stuff everywhere, but nothing really at all.
Do you think there's treasure here? Something to make Jazargo a powerful wizard?
To think, my ancestors destroyed the homes of Onman's ancestors. So much bloodshed.
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secure.
Thanks for letting me know. Oh, here's the guy we're supposed to talk to, so let's talk to him.
I'll be amazed if we find anything useful here.
You know about Arcano?
He asked far too many questions about my research. I think the Thalmor are trying to steal my work. I haven't told him anything, of course. What I'm doing is far too important. Can't breathe a word of it. What? Ah, yes, you. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine. Just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of this section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything.
So search for magical artifacts in 4 different regions. And this is a new type of quest for us. I want to look at the amount of weight I have of things like clay, conundrum. Having all these items, I should have left them at my house. I need to fix that. Because right now I'm at like 246, but in reality this is most of the items I have here are the default things. I could get rid of some food, sell some scrolls. We've got a lot of potions to sell, a lot of clothes to try and sell. But every time I even try to sell items, we run into yet another problem. And what are we doing right now? This quest? Yep. So, yep, this is where we're going to end it. Not much to say, really. It's another quest, another day, another dollar. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.